Here are the chronicles of Shivaji Raje's life between the age 16 to 18. The head of Ranji village, Babaji Gujjar, misbehaved with the women of his own village. Babaji was arrested and presented in the Darbar at Lal Mahal. He found nothing wrong in his actions, as he thought the woman in question was his subject and he had the right to treat her in a way he saw fit. He cursed first and then begged for mercy when Raje held him accountable. Raje was swift in his verdict and punished him by ordering to chop off his limbs. One fine day, Raje went to the Raireshwar temple with Dadaji Naresh Prabhu, Netaji Palkar, Yesaji Kang, and Tanaji Malusure among others. At the temple, Raje took the oath of Swarajya with Raireshwar as the witness. The oath was to free his men from the slavery and to create the Hindavi Swarajya. It is believed that he slit his finger and dripped up blood on the shivling to take the oath. Raje was 16 years old then. In 1646, Shivaji Raje sent Baji Pasalkar, Yesaji and Tanaji with the force of Mawai to occupy the Torna fort by tricking the Bijapuri fort keeper. They took a loot amounting to 2 lakhs. The fort was renamed as Prachandagarh, but soon lost the new name and is still known as Torn. Later, a large treasure was found at Torn. This treasure was used for the fortification of other forts. The old fort of Murumdel, located in Gunjan was under Rajesh Jagir. Rajesh started the fortification work here and added 3 machis. The fort was then renamed as Rajgarh. Adil Shah questioned Shahaji Raje on these advances, for which Shahaji Raje replied that these forts were taken to restore the order after some internal fights of the locals. This cooled things off for a while. Raje's father-in-law, Mudhoji Nimbalkar, was not ready to support the idea of Swarajya, as he had seen the worst of it when Shahaji Raje had tried the same. Raje talked Mudhoji into supporting the cause of Swarajya. On learning this, Adil Shah attacked Paltan. The attack on his forts was still fresh in the minds of Adil Shah. Mudhoji Nimbalkar was killed. Bajaji, son of Mudhoji, was held captive and taken to Bijapur. Adil Shah had Bajaji converted to Islam and married one of his daughters to him. He wanted to insult Shivaji Raje with these actions, hoping Raje would stop. After the loss of his father-in-law, Raje had to face one more tragedy. His mentor, the caretaker of his Jagir, the loyal Sardar of Shahaji Raje, Dadoji Kondev, left the world. The exact date of his death is untraceable. It is around mid-1647. A branch of history believes Dadoji was trusted with Shivaji Raje's responsibility by Shahaji Raje, and the aggressive fort captures by Shivaji Raje had put Shahaji Raje in trouble at Adil Shah's court. Dadoji took this as a failure on his part and ended his life. Dadoji leaving the world must have shaken Raje. Dadoji Kondev was the Subedar of Kondana fort, and after his death, Adil Shah took control of it. Kondana was guarded by Siddhi Ambar. In the beginning of 1648, with the help of a common friend named Bapuji Narekar, Siddhi Ambar was turned in. Kondana entered the folds of Swarajya, and Siddhi Ambar stayed the fort keeper of Kondana for Shivaji Raje. The fort of Purandar was under the family with title of Nilkant Rao, one of Shahaji Raje's men. Mahadaji Nilkant Rao extended his support to Shivaji Raje and Swarajya. Thus, Purandar was available for Shivaji Raje when Adil Shah made his move. Adil Shah was rattled by Raje taking Kondana, and he went after Shahaji Raje, Sambhaji Raje and Shivaji Raje all at the same time. Fateh Khan arrived at Belsar by the orders of the Badshah. Raje was ready for the first battle of Swarajya at Purandar. Balaji Haibat Rao took the small fortress of Shivroy named the Subhan Mangal Fort for Fateh Khan. Kauji Malnar volunteered to take the lead for the Marathas. Subhan Mangal Fort was taken in a day. Haibat Rao was killed. Fateh Khan attacked Purandar. However, his right-hand man Musa Khan was killed by Godaji Jagtap and Fateh Khan started to retreat. Baji Palaskar of Moskore was lost in the victory. Baji, son of Kanoji Jede, Deshmukh of Rohit Kore, displayed noticeable bravery during the chase of Belsar and was therefore honored by Shivaji Raje with the title of Sarje Rao. Raje followed up this victory against the Adil Shah's army by taking Chakan, Tikona, Lohagad, and Rajmachi. The celebration of these victories must have stopped when the news of Shahaji Raje's arrest by Adil Shah was received. Shahaji Raje was arrested in Bangalore by Mustafa Khan and Baji Ghorpade on 25th July 1648. Kanuji Jide and Dadaji Krishna were also arrested along with him. After arresting Shahaji Raje, Mustafa Khan sent a force against Shahaji Raje's elder son, Sambhaji at Bangalore. These forces were defeated and scattered. Afzal Khan was sent to bring Shahaji Raje to Bijapur. Within 2 years of taking the oath of Swarajya, Shivaji Raje had captured Torna, Rajgarh, Kondhana, Purandar, Sakan, Tikona, Lohagad, and Rajmachi. Adil Shah was irked by these actions, and as a result, he attacked the Bhosle family. Shivaji Raje and Sambhaji Raje defeated the forces of Adil Shah successfully. Now, Raja had to get his father out of the clutches of Adil Shah. Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji.